Well, hello again to another episode of Livestream Lee. I'm your host, Lee Thurburn, and today we're going to continue to work on the multi-vendor marketplace app on Adalo. Now, if you're not a regular visitor or watcher of the Livestream Lee program, let me just tell you that my whole purpose in doing what I do is to do two things, primarily to educate you and to help you know about technologies and services and business information that can help your business become more profitable, help you get more customers faster, and just help you basically have a more profitable business where you get more control of your time. One of the ways I do that is through education, and that's because I teach school at UT Arlington. I'm a professor of entrepreneurship and also of business strategy. And I have, in the past, taken a company public, bought and sold a number of companies. So one of the things I do is share information about how to be more successful in business. Recently, I have begun a series on the no-code tool called Adalo. Now, no-code is a development process where somebody that doesn't know how to program, doesn't understand programming languages, doesn't have the kinds of skills that take years to develop. A no-code tool is something that allows a person with a good understanding of workflow and a little bit of technical ability to be able to develop a software platform, an actual software platform, without writing any code. It's an amazing thing. It is changing the dynamics of how people develop software products. It is reducing the development time by a factor of anywhere between 75% to 90%. In other words, you only need to spend 10 to 25% of the time that you used to have to spend developing software to get a product out live and in the market. It's an amazing technology. It can save you tremendous time and money. So if you have an idea for a technology business, this is something that you need to know about. So what we're doing is we're developing a multi-vendor marketplace app for cell phones using a tool called Adalo.com. And we're going to begin that in just a moment. But I want to start off and just give you a couple of websites. Go to apricotrocket.com and create an account. Apricot Rocket is a software platform, a lot like Facebook or LinkedIn, only devoted to helping businesses grow faster by introducing businesses to potential customers. Go to appyrocket.com if you're interested in learning about some of the cell phone apps that we actually have built and make available to the public at an incredible price point. And then go to livestreamlee.com to get information about this program and to look at recorded, archived episodes, especially useful if you are interested in like the Adalo development that I'm doing or in some of the business training that I have done in the past. So go there and get that information. I also want to just introduce you to a couple of friends of mine. First, a guy named Carlos Cantu. Carlos is a guy that I really recommend that you get to know. Go to livestreamlee.com and click on the Carlos Cantu button and get his information. Carlos is a commercial risk management specialist. He's an insurance broker. But the great thing about Carlos is he understands the kinds of risks that small businesses encounter, and he can absolutely help you very affordably make sure that you don't lose your business or the value, a big chunk of the value that you've worked so hard to create by having something unexpected and bad happen to your business that could have been covered by a insurance policy of some sort. Carlos is just a fun guy to know, fun guy to talk to, and he'll shoot real straight with you and let you know if you have a risk that you need to take care of. So go to livestreamlee.com and click on the Carlos Cantu button to get to know Carlos. All right, so I'm going to now go ahead and I'm going to turn off a couple of these overlays so that they don't interfere with the program that I'm going to show you. And so now I'm going to just go ahead and move over to the Adalo program. And where we ended up last Friday, the previous episode, is I had just initiated or installed the order items. Think of it as a shopping cart, the order items page. This is where you create an order and check out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and highlight the order items page. We're going to center it. Whoops, wrong direction. Center it, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit more and just refresh and show you what I've done. So on the order items or the cart page, we have a list that's installed that's a list of order items. And what we've done is we created on this list, we have items, we have pictures of items, we have the item name, the quantity or the price and the quantity, and then we made it possible for you to increase or decrease the quantity and then recalculate the price. And then down here, it would calculate the sum, and then you could check out. Now, you may already have noticed this, but there are no sales taxes or freight added. So we need to be able to factor sales tax and freight in. And so we will deal with the sales tax a little bit today. And then once a purchase has been made, so let me go ahead and zoom out and zoom in, we don't have a history of any orders. And we had just started doing that by putting on the profile page another list item. So I'm going to click on, I'm just going to highlight this. So this is the profile page for somebody that might be a customer. And here on this profile page, we have a list. And if I click on it, you'll see that it's a list of products, logged in user products. Okay, so this would actually show individual products that the well, actually, it looks like we might have gotten this from the order items page. So let's go back over here. And yeah, we actually, I think, yes, we did. We grabbed an earlier version of the order items, or we grabbed a copy of the order items and we put it over there, but we did not edit it. So I'm going to go ahead and come over and, okay. So if I click on order items, I'm just double checking here to look at the actions. Yeah, we don't have any actions. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to change what this list is connected to. We're going to change and connect this list to orders. Well, there are no orders. We don't have orders. Okay, so we have to create orders. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a database for orders. So I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side and click on databases. And we've got users, vendors, order items, and products, but we need an orders database. So let's create an orders database. And in keeping with the way that we have an ordering, a naming convention, I'm going to go ahead on the orders database. I'm going to, click here. I'm going to rename this orders name. I'm just going to call this order name, orders or order. And now we're going to build a relationship to the order items database. And so let's look at how the relationship should work. An order item can have multiple orders. An order belongs to one order item. Well, that would actually, I think, be the case, right? So an order item can have multiple orders. Nope. An order can only have one order item. Let's think about this. An order item can have one order. An order can have multiple order items. So let's go look at our data and just think about this for a second. Let's come over here. I'm going to click on, okay, so this is an order. Okay, so there are items. This is an order item. This is a cart. So it really is an order, but we're calling the cart page the order item page. So there's really, inside of the order item, there are individual products. So those are the order items. So this is an order items list, actually, right? So this is the cart. But when we create an order item and an order is really a one-to-one relationship. So the order relates to the order items. You can't have multiple orders or multiple order items. So we really just need one to be related to the other. So let's come over here to database, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a property. We're going to relationship to order items. And an order item can have multiple orders. It really, I don't think, matters. So let's just try this. And we're going to call this order item. Okay, so we now have a relationship between orders and order items. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we need to have a create process. So I'm going to click on the cart here. And when somebody makes a payment on the cart, by clicking the submit button, we want some things to happen. Okay, so what we're going to want is, I'm going to remove this. We're going to add an action. We want them to create an order. Okay, so we're going to create an order. Now, we need to give the order a name. So I think what we'll do is we're going to add the logged in user full name plus the date and time, the current time, plus let's put in the sum. So let's come down here to the order items, order item total price sum. So we're going to have a unique name for this order that is going to be a reflection of who bought, the time that the purchase was made, and the total dollar amount of the purchase. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and create the order item. And now we've created an order item, an order name. Okay, so now if I go ahead and let's do this. We actually also want to have a message for success. Your order has been completed. So we really need to have that, I think, don't you? And so what we'll do is we'll come back over and we're going to add another action to the submit button. So right now the submit button creates an order. Let's also link to a order success page. New screen. And we're going to just, let's see what we'll do here to an app bar screen, order success. Okay, and we'll make it an app bar screen. Okay, now if I back out, you can see we have an order success. So I'll just add this to the end here, give it a little bit more space. And then we're going to go ahead and zoom in. And I'm going to move over just a little bit. And let's just say, congratulations. We're going to put in a little text here. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now let's make that big. We're going to make that 30. And we're going to center it. And we're going to make it a little bit bold. Congratulations. And then we'll just add a little bit more. And let's just center this. And we want to make sure that it's actually centered on the page. And then we can do whatever we want to with messaging. So I'll just let you think about how you would dress this up. And now let's put a button. And we're going to just put a button here. And we're going to make the button text. Visit order history. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll take off the little plus. Let's make this button kind of about the same height width as the text. Okay, I think that's about right. Visit order history. And now we're just going to link the button to the profile page. Here we go to the profile page. That's where the order history is. We're going to send the current order to the order history. We're not going to just make it an instant transfer. Okay, so now if I just move over to the profile page, since everything's on a row, we can just kind of move over here to the profile page. Okay, now we have order items. So products, logged in user, vendors, let's see, order items, order item, products, logged in users, vendor, products, order items. Okay, so now if I double click on the order item name, let's see, we get current order item name. Okay, that's great. That's the order item. But what this actually, and we don't really want a delete button because this is a history. We don't want to delete our history of stuff. So we're going to take the delete button off. When you click on one of the order items, we want to take you to an orders page. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to action, link, and we're going to link to the orders page. There's an order success. There's order items, but there's no orders page. So let's link to a new screen. We're going to go ahead and choose the list type custom list. And we're going to give this a name, order history. Okay, so we're just orders. That's just orders. Okay, create screen. Okay, now if I zoom out, you'll see here's the screen. I'm going to go ahead and stack this one kind of right there under the profile page. Okay, so we'll just kind of line this up with everything, and now we've got orders. Okay, so what happens is when you click on one of the order items, it'll actually take you to the order. And so now let's look and see what we got in the order. If I click on orders, let's see what data has been passed. With a little luck, we'll actually have our current, we have a current product passed. Okay, so what we don't want the current product. We want orders, order items. So let's go ahead and get order items, all order items. Now if we look, see I changed the list here from products to orders. So now if I come down and look at the, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's come down here, orders. Let's look at the available data. We should have current order item. Okay, so now this list is going to be a list of orders. All right, so we're going to have all orders, and this will be all orders for the logged in user, who is the person that's looking at the this page. Okay, so now what I can do is this is the current order. So actually what I really want is the current order item. Okay, so the current order item, and that's what this is. These are orders, filter for the current order item because I selected the current order item from the profile page list of order items. So this is now going to be a duplicate of our order. We can customize this. So if I zoom in a little bit, we have a couple of buttons. There's a button here, and we may not want this, but this is a customizable list. So it's a custom list. We can do whatever we want to with this. So let's do this. We're going to highlight this item, and we're going to click on title, current order, order name. That's all we've got. Okay, so the current order name, if you remember, that's going to show us the, actually, that's not what we want in there. Sorry, you know what? I'm going to put that into the list title. I'm going to put the list title is going to be current order name. So I'm going to, so what that is now, I've put the order name up here in the list. Okay, so what we really want in this is a list of the items that are in the order that we had. So current order item orders. These are actually now order items for the current order. So let's go here, order items for the current order. Order items, let's see, we got here, order items, current order item. And yeah, so that's current order item product. Here we go, current order item user. Let's go with current order item product. Okay, so that's what order items are going to be here. So this will be the list of products. Okay, so now if I double click on this name, so let's see, current order item. Okay, current order item. Now let's come down to order item product, product name. Okay, now let's put this over here and we're going to add text, current order item, order item product, product price. Now let's go ahead and put a picture of the product in. So we're going to get our components, grab a picture, come over and drop it in this space. And now we're going to just kind of resize the picture so that it fits. Okay, so you get more granular control by zooming in. So I'm going to zoom in really big. Now I can actually just move this a little bit and I can raise this up a little bit. I can come this way to the left a little bit. And now I can back out and then zoom back in. It doesn't let you back out very easily. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and round those corners a little bit. Come on down here to round them. Probably, here we go. So that just gives us a little bit of rounding. And then now let's come back up and let's put in an image here. So we're going to database, current order item, order photo, and we're not going to crop the image. We're going to show the image full size in that space. Okay, so now we've got a product name, a product price, an image of the item, and a couple of buttons. Okay, so let's now just kind of look at this and see how this looks. So let's go to preview. And with our fingers crossed, we're going to go to profile. And we have, there we go. We have, these are order items. So if I click on this item, there we go. I bring the price of the BMW in. So what this should be telling me, I'm missing my list up here at the top. I should have a list description up here at the top. So what is broken there? Order name. Oh, you know what? I didn't create an order name when I created these first orders because I didn't actually have things put together correctly in terms of when I created the order, when I made the checkout and made the purchase, didn't create an order. So it doesn't have data to allow us to actually insert basically an order name, because we just added that just now and it wasn't on the previous ones. Okay, so now we have created the ability to purchase items and have them go into an order. First, let's go look at our database, and we have order items, 3 records. Okay, so we have, let's see here. These are 3 records. They were all purchased 4 days ago. We don't have individual order items names. I don't know if we can go in and put those in. So if I try to go in and give the orders a name, let's see what happens. Let's go to BMW X50, come down here, order. Okay, yeah, I can't add a name to it. So these are actually, They may very well be individual products on an order. I think we made 3 separate purchases. I can't remember the details of what we did, but now we've got that data in there. So now we should be able to go through the purchase process and make purchases. So let's see if we can do that. Now, I'm actually going to, just in case, I'm going to take the products and I'm going to make these products affordable in case I have to actually check out. Let's take this BMW and make it $1.25. Okay, so we're going to make it $1.25, and we're going to make this Porsche 911. We're going to make it $1.27, and we're going to make this Land Rover 0.95 cents, and we're going to make this Toyota Land Cruiser $1.67. Okay, so we've just made these things a little different prices. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click done. And now let's go through the entire process and see how this works. I think we might have a break at the checkout, but let's just go ahead and see. We're going to click View Vendors, XYZ. XYZ offers a couple of vehicles. So if I click on the Toyota Land Cruiser and add it to the cart, there it is, Toyota Land Cruiser. I'm going to get rid of a few items here. Okay, so the Toyota Land Cruiser is added to the cart, and I'm going to, let's see here. Now I've got $1.70. I'm going to go ahead and click Pay Now, and we have a platform error, so it won't let us pay now. Let's see if we added an order item when we did that. Okay, so I don't think it did. So let's go back to order items. And I don't think we added an order item. Oh, we did. We added an order item. So now we've got an order item that was added. So it didn't allow us to go forward to our profile page, which it really should have. So let's go ahead and click our profile page. And now we should have, there we go. We have the Toyota Land Cruiser. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Toyota Land Cruiser, and I've got some sort of a bug in there. It didn't work out quite the way I anticipated. Okay, we have a little debugging to do. We have just about used up our 30 minutes of time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to debug the little bugs in this tomorrow. And we're going to add a sales tax calculation so that you can add sales taxes to your orders on checkout. So we're going to try to accomplish 2 things tomorrow. One is debugging the application that we're in the process of creating. And then the other will be to, again, to add the ability to do a state-by-state sales tax so that we can calculate sales taxes and add them to the total. And I don't think we'll have time to get to shipping fees, but obviously if you're going to be selling things digitally, you're probably going to have not only some sales taxes, probably for the state that you're in, maybe not for other states, but we're going to go ahead and factor in a US-wide state-by-state sales tax rate process, and we're going to factor in a freight or a shipping cost that you can you can add based upon whether people want to ship slow mail or UPS, or whether they want to ship 2-day, next day, or even same day. So we'll build those processes next. So come back tomorrow, 3 o'clock, and we'll continue the process. We'll debug our little bugs and do what we said we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to close out by telling you about another friend of mine, a guy named Dan Nelson. I'm a history buff. I don't know about you. Dan Nelson is not only a genealogist, but he's a master storyteller. The guy tells great stories. And in the process of doing his research, he runs across all kinds of interesting things that lead to other interesting things. And he puts out a newsletter every 2 weeks where he talks about some of the interesting stuff that he's come across. And if you're a history buff, you're going to enjoy getting Dan's newsletter. And so I'm going to recommend you go to livestreamlee.com and you click on the Dan Nelson link so that you can get signed up for Dan's newsletter. You're going to be glad you did. It's a great read, and it'll fill you up with factoids that you can use at your next dinner party or when you're out with your friends. It's just some fun stuff. So Dan Nelson, genealogist, Ancestry Genealogy. Go to livestreamlee.com and get signed up for his newsletter. Okay, thank you for watching the program today. Come back tomorrow at 3 o'clock and we will continue the journey.